For now, though, we need to get to one place. Remember when there was one area in Route... I'm glad we get to come back to this route, because I've always loved this place. Just, the rainforest is just pretty awesome. But anyway, there was always one area in this place that required waterfalls. So, yeah. And from what I've seen, it looks like there's actually quite a few useful items over there. I was basically looking up Bulbapedia to see, just what kinds of items there were in each area, just to make sure that I got all of the hidden healing items, especially revives and the like, and rare candies. Now, this is interesting. Something about this, remember how before I mentioned how disappointing it was that you just got a transition here instead of just going up the waterfall? I think it's because I'm using Sharpedo, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Hey, we've got the thunderstorm again. Because, yeah, it would be a bit weird to sort of animate a unique surfing sprite going up a waterfall, and especially with Kyogre. I could see why that'd be a problem with Kyogre due to its really big sprite. So, I imagine this transition only happens if you're using Sharpedo and, or any of the unique surfing sprites, Wailmer, Sharpedo, and Kyogre. And, yeah, oh, looks like there's a TM over here, too. I didn't actually realize that. So there's actually quite a lot over here, and it requires the Acro Bike. But the main reason I wanted to come here was these citrus berries. Now, these are going to be really useful going into the Pokemon League. No, I'm not going to plant a berry. I'm not allowed to under my rules. And leper berries. These are also going to be very useful going into the Pokemon League. It's like they specifically made this place as a kind of a Pokemon League pit stop. But, yeah, unfortunately I'm going to have to get rid of this music because we need the Acro Bike. Come on, get on. Oh, there's a Kecleon in our way. Okay, it looks like I have to actually fight this thing. Okay, so we're fighting a Kecleon. I wonder what level this thing's going to be. Interesting. Level 30. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. Didn't realize that you had to fight a Kecleon here in order to progress. I'm at least glad I remembered that you needed the Acro Bike, because having to come up this waterfall and then just realize that I was using the wrong bike would be kind of annoying. Hop, hop, hop. Okay, oh, I just heard the, no I didn't, that was just the startup sound. Wait, there's a Ninja Boy up here? Okay, I didn't realize they'd be trainers here. Just wondering, though, I don't want to actually get too much more experience. Let's see who doesn't need very much experience. I found that for some reason Tuba needed a lot more experience to level up than Bone Flute did, which means either Bone Flute is in a fast experience route or Tuba is in a slow one. Okay, right. Yeah, Tuba needs the most, so I'm going to go and switch Tuba in the front. I still love this music. Yes, and to hide a needle, use a stack of needles, I guess. And I'm guessing this guy is not going to be too tough. Really? I mean, you can't access this guy until after beating Wallace, and yet he's the same level as other trainers in the room. That makes no sense at all. Again, speaking of waterfalls, technically speaking, I could explore the rest of Meteor Falls now, but I might want to leave that until, like, around the Delta episode, because I hear that we have to go there during the Delta episode anyway. I think we do, at least. And then we get the Salamencite from Zinnia's grandmother over there after the Delta episode, so we need to go there at least once. But I had no idea there'd be a trainer up here. Well, I mean, as little of a battle as that was. Okay, don't jump there, we'll go back to the main part of the room. And once again, we have to interrupt the music. But we get TM2062 Acrobatics. That's interesting. Kind of fitting that we get that near Fortree. Acrobatics is a very weird move, though, because despite being flying type, there are very few flying types that can actually learn it. Now, this guy is not a trainer. This guy is important, though. If we talk to him... Now... Yeah, so basically, this guy is one of the 3 people that you need to talk to in order to unlock the ability to use both the Mac Bike and the Acro Bike. The Mac Bike person was back in the desert. We had to go up a sandy slope. The Acro Bike person is here, and you can't do this until you have Waterfall. The third person, however, will only be accessible in the post-game, sadly, but at least I've fulfilled both the criteria that I can do in the main story. Now, this rare candy was also the other reason I wanted to come here. Actually, let's check this secret base out. I may be deleting the secret power soon, because it's not exactly the best normal time move out there. I'm not used to this version of the secret base / 4-tree theme. This one, I might actually make this one, even though it's a little awkward to go to. Anyway, I might make a secret base of my own later. Yeah, I'm disappointed there are only 3 citrus berries here. That is going to be a problem. I might have to ration those out, because one thing I've noticed is it actually seems like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire actually removed a lot of the hidden hype potions and full restores and max potions, at least compared to the original game, which I guess it makes sense as you can buy them a lot more easily now. You see, the original Ruby and Sapphire didn't use the basically Pokemon stock is dictated by your number of badges system, whereas, yeah, the newer games do. So you can buy full restores from regular Pokemarts now, provided you have enough badges. Now, in the originals, you basically needed to go to the Pokemon League shop just to buy full restores, so yeah, but the annoying thing for my purposes is it seems like they've removed quite a lot of wait a minute, it's Saturday when I'm playing. Does that mean there's a clearance sale here? I should check that out. Now, is this the TM shop? No, it's not. I think the TM shop's one floor up. I just want to make sure that I've bought as many TMs as possible. Now, off camera, I went and literally bought out everything in Moorville City's Pokemart. So I have every TM move from there now. Let's see what you have. You know what? I've got so... Okay, I also sold all the loot I got from the Seymourville, so I've got so much money, I may as well buy out their entire stock. I mean, I may not need some of these TMs now, but I'll definitely need them when I start Wi-Fi battling, so always good to buy out every single TM here. That'll cost me 100,000 overall, and that's not too worth it, really. I don't like Hyper Beam and Giga Impact very much. But I actually pretty much should check the roof just to make sure that, I think there might be a clearance sale on, actually. Or not. Wait a minute. I thought they were on Saturdays. Or is my date still set weirdly? I gotta check that, actually. Can I fly off here? No, oh, I can, okay. That's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, making sure that I've bought most of the TMs in the game. I'm not sure if there are any other TM shops out there, though. But, let's go ahead and land at the Pokemon League, where I'm going to discuss my preparations for the actual challenge. I just realized something. I was just in Lily Cove. I could have gone to the move deleter to get rid of some of my HM moves. Anyway, I'll stay here while the awesome music is still playing while I discuss stuff. So, as you can see, my whole team is level 52. That is equal to Sidney's highest level, the first member of the Elite Four. Now, this is really, really annoying. This is why I much prefer Black and White and X and Y's Pokemon League system, that make the Elite Four all the same level, but have you be able to challenge them in any order. The reason I like that system is, it's much easier to know which level to go into the Pokemon League at, and also all of the Elite Four manage to be a decent challenge in that. Now, this game goes back to the quote-unquote linear Elite Four, where you have to battle them all in a very strict order, first to last, and their levels keep incrementing. The problem with that is, basically, it forces you to go into a level that's appropriate for the champion, when that level is vastly higher than the first few members of the Elite Four. As a result, the first few Elite Four battles end up disgustingly easy. And I really don't like that. It's really weird. I don't like that, and I don't want Sidney to come off as totally pathetic. So, here is the compromise. Now, this is the problem I had back when I did a Leaf Green challenge that wasn't on YouTube, it was on a forum. Yeah, I didn't really know what level to actually go in. I settled on the level for Lorelei, and it turns out that made the Elite Four pretty brutally hard for me, but it actually was pretty satisfying overall. So yes, my plan is to actually go in at 52. See, the Elite Four their levels increment kind of pretty well until Steven. So basically, the first member, Sidney, is 50s. Well, most of his team is level 50, and his highest is 52. Then you have Phoebe, whose highest is 53. Then Glacier, who's up to 54, and I think like 52 or 53 on her regular Pokemon. Drake, who's 55, and like 53 on his regular team. And then you hit a bit of a snag, because Steven is 57 on most of his team, and 59 on his strongest, which happens to be a Mega as well. Steven is a huge step up in difficulty compared to the rest of the Pokemon League, and that is going to be kind of annoying for me. So, I have a solution to this, and this is my proposed solution. There are two ways I could do this. The first is to go in at level 52 and turn on the experience share. The problem is, I worry that would make me actually over-level pretty quickly. My other approach, and this is the one that I'll be doing at first, is to go in at 52, but I have here with me 9 rare candies. I've saved most of the rare candies that I've picked up so far. I have a whopping 9 rare candies. These will be used if I get to a member of the Elite Four and I'm vastly underleveled. Or, preferably, if I get to Steven, I'll use these to boost up my levels considerably just to make me more on Steven's level. That's my plan. Speaking of which, my healing inventory going into the Elite Four. I got a whole lot of ethers and elixirs, and plus those leather berries, so PP isn't really an issue. I also have lots of status curing items, and I have 6 revives, 4 max revives, and 1 revival herb, so pretty much 5 max revives. So that is a relatively decent stock of revival items. The problem is 1 max potion, 2 hyper potions. That is really irritating. Really irritating. I said before, but you don't actually find many of these throughout the game, so I don't have very many ways to actually recover HP going into the Pokemon League, and that's going to be very annoying. I do have 2 Chestnut Berries, 12 Petra Berries, basically so many. Okay, 12 Leopard Berries is going to be excellent for PP healing. Couple of Lumberries, 4 Citrus Berries. I'm going to have to use these very wisely. Very wisely. I might save these for the tougher fights. And then a bunch of these useless berries. And do I have any type-lowering berries? Actually, I do. You know, these might be kind of useful. Do I have the steel-lowering one? Yes, I do, but I only have 1 of them. That... Babirity Berry. I have 1 of these. Yeah, I'm still wondering how I'm going to do for Steven. I think I've got Sidney pretty much covered. I've got Phoebe pretty much covered. Glacier is a slight worry. Drake is semi-worrisome, but not that bad, really. I mean, I say that now. And Steven is actually quite worrying. I may have to use more than 1 pair for Steven now that I think about it. But anyway, my plan is... Okay, firstly I'll do TM, so let's check the movesets of all my Pokemon first up. Tuba's moveset is actually pretty fine for the most part. I've got Crunch and Waterfall for physical stab, and Surf for special stab, and Ice Beam mainly for Drake, though that could be useful for things like Sidney's Shiftry or Cacturn. I think he uses Shiftry in this version. I keep forgetting Sidney's team because he has a very different one in Emerald than he does in Ruby and Sapphire. But yeah, so that's going to be okay. I have the Rocky Helmet for the rough skin combo. And as you can see here, Tuba has a negative attack nature, so her special attack is a little bit higher, even though they're roughly equal. So she will be doing alright damage with Ice Beam, hopefully. Now, I did do some damage calculations, and Ice Beam alone may not be enough for a guaranteed 1-hit KO on Drake's Salamence. Although that is from level 52. Hopefully I'll be a bit higher than 52 before I go into him. And that is also assuming 0 IVs on both Pokemon and stuff like that. But, yeah. If worst comes to worst, I may have to resort to Blizzard. But anyway. Now, Bone Flute. Okay, first thing first, I need to get rid of Protect, because I don't need that. That is pretty much useless outside of double battles. Oh, I got the Heartstone, I didn't realize that, yeah. So as you can see, Bone Flute, even though he has a minus attack nature, his attack is still very good, and his HP and defense are pretty decent, as well as okay special defense. The thing I worry about with Bone Flute is, he is very weak to Steven, and yet Steven is very weak to water, so I may have to use these two for Steven, actually. Yeah, Bone Flute's not going to like being bullet punched by Metagross. I kind of have a feeling that his Metagross does have bullet punch, and with Tough Claws, that is going to hurt. But the rest of these moves, Earthquake, Stone Edge, X-Scissor, they're pretty good. Okay, I have Clarinet here. Clarinet's got decent attack and okay speed, and surprisingly good HP, actually. Her moveset, though, has a few issues. Yeah, I'm stuck with Rock Smash here and also Strength. The problem is, Mightyena does get some pretty good moves, but they're all Dex Nav exclusive. Things like Thunder Fang, Fire Fang, Play Rough. I would love Play Rough. Play Rough would be amazing against Sidney. But, oh, and also Drake. But sadly, I don't have Play Rough, and I have no access to Play Rough whatsoever. And really, the best move that I find that I have the TM for that I can teach Clarinet is Dig. I might actually have to do that, but probably going to get rid of Strength there, because Rock Smash might actually help me against Sidney, as much as I hate to admit it. Trumpeter, the one who started it. Trumpeter has amazing speed, good special attack, okay attack, and a surprisingly okay special defense. Definitely get rid of False Swipe though, and oh, I got Dual Chop there. Now that could help me against Drake's Dragon types in a pinch, but honestly, I kind of want to get rid of something for Focus Blast, definitely, and I definitely want to get rid of False Swipe, probably for Hidden Power. Now, if you missed my Fortree City episode, you won't know this, but Trumpeter is does in fact have Hidden Power Bug, which could be very helpful against Sidney. Specifically his Shift Tree. Shift Tree just really buckles to any kind of bug move. So, I might get rid of Leaf Blade for Focus Blast and False Swipe for Hidden Power Bug. I want to go as fully special as I can with Sceptile. Air Horn is interesting. Her stats kind of favour being a mixed attacker. They're pretty decent all round, except for HP, which is very good. But they're not that great, but she makes up for it with a very good move pool and some great attacks. Particularly Boom Burst. Wait a second. Boom Burst is an insanely good move, and this is going to be pretty useful for the most part, although I'm annoyed that she doesn't have Scrappy. Otherwise, I've basically Scrappy equals bye-bye Phoebe, pretty much, but I can't do that. However, she is immune to Ghost and has Shadow Ball, so hopefully that should help for Phoebe. Maybe I should replace Overheat with Fire Blast, though. Fire Blast might be better in longer battles. It's pretty much the same as Overheat, with just 5% less accuracy and just a little bit less power, but no special attack drop. Secret Power I might have to get rid of. I mainly was using that to make use of some physical stab. The thing is, Exploud has a really great physical move pool, so I might have to swap around a lot of TM moves when I'm using her. She can really do pretty much anything. Now we have Igil. Igil is a real powerhouse with massive special attack and speed. Surprisingly, he has a plus attack nature, but it's not really all that useful. Here, now I might want to... You know what? Thunder Wave could help me, though, against a few things. Though really, Igil wants to be hitting things, not wasting time with status moves. Speaking of moves, Psychic is basically standard stab, although I could go for Psyshock instead. I'm wondering what Psyshock would be better against in the Pokemon League. Though, come to think of it, Psychic Stab is actually not that good in the Elite Four, really, because first is Sidney, who's, you know, immune to that. Then you have Phoebe, who hits your weaknesses with everything. Then you have Steven, who's resistant to Psychic with most of his Pokemon, so Psychic is actually not that great of a type, so I'm not sure if it would really matter if I even did go for Psyshock. Dazzling Gleam is going to be very helpful, though, as a backup option against Drake and against Sidney. So, Dazzling Gleam I'm definitely keeping. Charge Beam I might replace for, although granted it may be useful against Glacier, but then again so would Focus Blast. Charge Beam I might have to get rid of for something like Focus Blast or Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball I'll definitely put on for Phoebe, and probably for Glacier as well, because from what it seems like, she actually uses Frostlass now, so Shadow Ball will be useful against Frostlass. Then again, Frostlass kind of dislikes physical moves more, but anyway. And I believe I've gone through the whole team. So, let's go ahead and check what TMs we can teach for now. Now, again, I'm probably going to have to be swapping out TMs quite a lot in this run of the Elite Four, just because, well, yeah, a lot of my Pokemon have pretty good move pools, and I can't really cover everything with just what they have now. So, first up, sort the TMs list. Hone Claws is not a bad option on Bone Flute, mostly because it'll improve the notoriously shaky accuracy of Stone Edge. I could just give him a wide lens though, because I do have a wide lens, don't I? But Hone Claws could be useful. Then again, there's also Swords Dance, but Hone Claws, I like the accuracy raise. Psyshock, again, I've gone through that. Now, Carmine could be okay for Igil, maybe against... That could be an alright option against Glacier, seeing as she mostly tends to use special moves. I'll come back to that. Roar, nah, nothing can learn that. Okay, yeah, like I said, I need to put Hidden Power on Trumpeter. I've forgotten what everyone else's Hidden Power type was. So, yeah, but really it's mainly going to be useful on Trumpeter. Mostly because I need to get rid of False Swipe, because, let's be honest, False Swipe is not going to help. Well, don't even need to be honest, False Swipe is not going to help me in there. Hilariously, just about everything can learn Sunny Day, but is that going to help for Glacier? You see, I am a little worried about her. Taunt. Now, here's the thing. Does Drake use Dragon Dance? He might. Although, probably the best solution to Drake is just to hit him hard with something before he gets a chance to even use Dragon Dance. Ice Beam, I've already taught it, but hey, Air Horn can learn Ice Beam. That could be alright for Drake, actually. Again, Blizzard, it's an option. Light Screen, oh, only Eagle can learn it. Nah. Safeguards. Hilariously, Trumper can learn Safeguard for some reason, but that's not really going to help me. Solar Beam, not without Sunny Day, sorry. Nothing can learn those two. Now, yeah, Earthquake, I could use this on Sharpedo, yeah, so Tuba or Air Horn. That could be alright for Steven, actually, but I don't know, I'll have to leave that for Steven, because a lot of other things in the Elite Four aren't exactly weak to it. Return is probably a better option on Air Horn might actually teach that now. Over Secret Power. This music is still really good. I did get rid of Secret Power, right? Okay, good, there we go. Most of the time, though, Boom Burst is going to be better, but against things with better special defense. Now, Dig, I do want to teach to Clarinet, but I'm going to need to use a move deleter for that. Clarinet can learn Shadow Ball. I mean, it's useless, seeing as Dark Stab pretty much covers the exact same things, and Mightyena has terrible special attack, but it's okay. I am probably going to actually go ahead and teach that to Igil now, because I might actually need that for Phoebe. As weird as it seems, Igil and Airhorn are actually my pair of choice for Phoebe, although, actually, just about all my pairs have something good for Phoebe, really, so I'm not too worried about her. Clarinet could beat her Clarinet could do well against her, as could, Tuba, but I want to save Tuba for later. Brick Break. Now, this is a move that I'm kind of interested in for possibly, Sidney, actually. Double Team is pure evil, and so I won't use it. Yeah, actually, Bone Flute and Tuba would do quite well against Sidney as well. I've pretty much got Sidney covered as well, actually. Yeah, the only worrying thing about Bone Flute and Tuba for Sidney is the Sharpedo. That's the main reason why they weren't my primary choice. Because my own Sharpedo doesn't have very much that the other Sharpedo doesn't resist, and also, I mean... Yeah, Bone Flute is weak to water, so that's why I wasn't really going to use them as my main pair for that. No Sludge Wave. Flamethrower. See, X-Bite is such an amazing move pool. This could be most of Glacier's team's water type, though, so it's not really going to be so useful. Rock Tomb, Aerial Ace, nah. Torment, no. No. Nah. Nope. Okay, this is a big one. I might need this on a few Pokemon, actually. As much as I really hate to rely on a Focus Miss, it actually does a good amount of damage when it hits. Definitely getting rid of... gonna get rid of Leaf Blade for this. Sadly, I actually have to keep Dual Chop for Mega Stab. It's really annoying. I wish I could have Dragon... Even Dragon Breath would be useful, but nope, don't even get that. Scald is... You know what? Against Steven, I might actually replace Surf with Skull. Except I can't really do that, because I'm not going to need Ice Beam against Steven. No, actually, wait, I need Ice Beam against Cradily. And I need Crunch. You know what? Maybe I should replace Surf with Skull now, because I'm definitely going to need that for Steven. Probably. I would like to burn some of his Pokemon. Oh, I just remembered the Elite Four is going to be using full restores. Ugh! Fling, no. Skydrop, definitely not. Incinerate. I find it hilarious that Mighty Iana can learn that, but nope. Acrobatics. Yeah, see, only Trumpeter can learn that. It's such a bizarre move. Oh, nothing can learn Shadow Claw. That would be really good against Frostlass. Retaliate. Okay, Rock Polish is not a bad idea either, especially with my plus speed nature. I'm just wondering about that. Maybe Rock Polish is a better option than Rock Polish plus Wide Lens. Maybe that is a better option than Hone Claws. I may actually try that. Of course, I say that now. I'm probably going to get screwed over by a miss. But Rock Polish plus Hone Claws sounds like an interesting combo. Not Hone Claws, I mean Rock Polish plus Wide Lens for the accuracy. Speaking of which, I'll need to cover items soon. Stone Edge, Swords Dance. Trumpeter learns that. Why do they give Trumpeter such a good physical move pool? Psych Up. Not really sure about that. Bulldoze, interesting distribution, but not so useful. Rock Slide, it's got better accuracy than Stone Edge, but I kind of prefer Stone Edge for the power. X-Scissor, yeah, already have that. Dream Eater, nope. Grass Knot. Grass Knot! Now, is that more effective against Glacier's Walreins than Grass Pledge? I think it is, actually. I might need to do a few calculations there. Let me just check that. Okay, so apparently Grass Knot hits for 100 power on Walrein. Not quite max power, but it's still a bit better than Grass Pledge. And is there anything else in the Pokemon League I would be using Grass Knot on that I don't have a better option against? Really? I actually think Grass Knot is probably my best option, but for now, I'll teach it at Glacier because I have a feeling Sharpedo seems pretty light, so maybe Grass Pledge will be hitting harder against Sidney Sharpedo, so maybe later. Oh, no U-turn. Trick Room. Hilariously, one of the fastest Pokemon on my team is the only one who can learn that. Nature Power. That's Tri-Attack in the Elite Four, right? Alright, but yeah. Dark Pulse, nah. Power-Up Punch. Didn't think that Air Horn would be able to learn that, but might not be really that useful. And then Dazzling Gleam. Surf. Exploud can learn Surf? Really? I didn't know that. Seriously, it's like they gave Exploud every special move ever. It's ridiculous. Strength, nah. Okay, so I now know that I have two jobs for the move deleter. Firstly, to get rid of Strength on Clarinet for Dig, and then nextly, that's not even a word, get rid of Surf on Tuba for Scald. I'll have to remember to teach Surf back again once I've beaten the Elite Four, because, well, yeah, I don't particularly want to be without my Surfer. That'd be pretty painful. But it looks like we're almost ready to take on the league, actually. I apologize if these preparations have gone on for a long time. Acro Bike is so slow. I wish I had the Match Bike now. Okay, so let's delete moves. Yeah, as weird as it seems, I'm gonna have to delete Surf off of you now. Yeah, let's get rid of Surf. Don't know which generation they first started giving the move deleter his own jingle. It might have been this generation, actually. Because the move deleter debuted in Gold and Silver. Yeah. And his main purpose was actually not to delete unwanted HM moves. His main purpose was to delete new moves introduced in Gold and Silver so that Pokemon could be transferred back to Red and Blue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of Strength. Clarinet now became a wimp. She has forgotten Strength. Okay, now I just need Where is it? Scald and Dig. Where's Scald? I wish there was some kind of TM search feature or something. There's Scald. Okay, you got Scald now, and Dig, which is very low on the TM's list, I think. There's Dig. And then there's the issue of items that I need to sort out. So let's see what you all have. Tuber has the Rocky Helmet. I may want to keep that there. You have the Hardstone. I might want to put the Wide Lens on you if I have one. You have black glasses. You have Septile, obviously. You have nothing, and you have Alkazide. Okay. I almost forgot that I could Mega Evolve Igil, actually. Alright, let me just see if I have a Wide Lens I could give you. So I got here, Smoke Ball, no, Cleanse Tag, no. I do have the Shell Bell, but it's not that good of an item. Focus Band, Evil, not using that. There we go, Wide Lens, okay, gotta give that. I believe that'll make Stone Edge 88% accurate. Still not perfect, but better than nothing, I guess. And who was it who maybe, yeah, you don't have an item at all. Really, the Expert Belt would be the best item for you. Or the Metronome, just because, you know, adds power to the whole spam boom burst strategy. White Herb, no, that's a one-time use. Eviolite, Evil. And these are all just type boosting items. Do I have the Silk Scarf here? I apparently... Oh, it must be on Bongo still. Well, annoyingly, I can't get the Expert Belt until the Battle Maison. Really, that is seriously the best item for Igil at this point, but... Let's see what I can... Is there anything I can give it? Really? Shell Bell is probably the best I've got. I mean, you do have good HP. But anyway, that should be items taken care of, and moves. So now, really, all that's left is to... Wow, actually heading into the Pokemon League itself. Now, depending on how long this goes on for, I'll probably try and put the Sidney battle at the end of this. Feeling I'm looking forward to in the Pokemon League. For one, I've heard that it looks really awesome. And secondly, I've heard... Well, no, I haven't heard anything. I actually haven't scrolled myself on the Pokemon League battle theme or the Elite Four Victory battle theme. And I'm really looking forward to the remixes of those. Honestly, the Hoenn Elite Four battle theme is one of probably still my favorite Elite Four battle theme in the series. Fittingly, it was the first generation that actually gave the Elite Four their own unique battle theme. Now, once again, I am allowed to heal immediately before going after the Elite Four. And I guess now... Okay, so firstly what I'm going to do is save. Here's the thing. I get the feeling that if I were to go very far in the Pokemon League, use a lot of my revives, and then fail, having to lose all my revives for the next attempt may make the Pokemon League next to impossible. So, if I do lose, I'm actually going to reset, but I still will change my team. So, this is going to be interesting. Okay, the heroes are now assembled. Tuba, Bone Flute, Clarinet, Trumpeter, Airhorn, Igil. Together they shall take on the final challenge in this, the great game of Hoenn. Okay, here we go. They are fully healed, right? Yes, they are. Oh, okay, wait. I almost forgot something. I might as well use my vitamins now. No use holding on to them. 2 proteins. Who needs physical attack? You do. 1 zinc. Okay, who wants a little bit more special defense? I guess you. 3 carbos. Okay, who wants some good speed? I'm actually most anxious about Tuba's speed. Oh, right, okay, you probably already have 100 effort points in speed. Weirdly enough, none of my Pokemon are actually maxed out on effort points. I've actually checked on Super Training, but yeah. Most likely that won't affect you. That can affect you? Really? You could actually take more speed? Really? That's interesting, but you're still probably going to be faster than most things. I'd probably rather use it on... I mean, you have rock polish, so maybe I'll clarinet, actually. Okay. There we go. PP up, and that's all. So, PP up time. What moves do I want to raise the PP of? I've already PP max Stone Edge, I believe, so yeah. Probably going to want to PP up Focus Blast. Do you have Focus Blast now? No, I'll teach you Focus Blast later. Actually, I might want to get rid of Thunder Wave for Focus Blast right now, actually. Because, yeah. Okay, what needs PP? Actually, wait, I was going to replace... Okay, I still need to do a little bit of fiddling around with TMs. Sorry, I took a bit of a false start there. Okay, firstly, Fire Blast, if I have it. Okay, so Overheat is 20 power more than Fire Blast, but... Fire Blast is a little more... not so much reliable, because... honestly, like, it's really weird. Smogon always suggests using Fire Blast on so many things. Me, my luck is just not good enough to consistently use Fire Blast. It's just... I miss with it almost as much as I do with Stone Edge and, Focus Blast, really. I tend to always use Flamethrower. Whenever I have a 100% accuracy move available, for me, accuracy trumps power every time. Now, where is Focus Blast? There it is. Yes, an example of why accuracy trumps power every time. I cite the point where I lost a match purely because I missed both targets at the same time with Heat Wave. That's a 1% chance. But, okay, Focus Blast for you, and Fire Blast for you. I think that's enough on the TM front, so now let's just go ahead and use a few more PP ups. Where are PP ups? 3 PP ups left. Am I going to keep Fire Blast for the entirety of the Pokemon League, though? That's the problem. I might not, actually, but I'm probably going to keep Focus Blast on you, so I'm going to go ahead and PP up that. Okay, there we go. And that would be everything. So now my preparations are officially complete. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if the PP's actually been healed now that I've used PP up, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Pokemon Center again. And save again. And now it's really time to go on. Here we go. Only trainers who have collected all 8 gym badges may go beyond this point. Please permit us to evaluate your worthiness, trainer. Oh, they don't play the badge fanfare anymore. Trainer, believe in yourself and your Pokemon and go forth. Yeah, previously they would play the badge fanfare for them moving aside, which is kind of annoying. But let's go in.